Hey, in this short video, I'm gonna show you 3 items that you can use to light up your campsite while moto camping that you can actually get off Amazon that don't suck. Stay tuned. All right, guys, thanks for clicking on this video. If you've been around this channel for a while, you should probably know that I don't ever recommend gear that I either don't use or something that I just stand fully behind. I get gear sent to me all the time, and a lot of it, to be honest, is garbage, and it never makes the channel just because I just don't want to recommend something to you guys just so I can get a commission off of it. I don't care about that at all. And even on these items here off Amazon, I could care less if you use the links down below. These are just items that I've used for a while, anywhere from 6 months to like 2 years, that actually work really well for me, and they're priced like anywhere from $30 and under. So pretty awesome gear in my opinion. I use them all the time on all my trips. So I just want to share that stuff with you, and hopefully it helps you out if you're looking for anything to throw into your kit for the coming up spring riding camping season. So let's go ahead and get into it. So since it's winter right now, and when we do start camping again, it's gonna most likely still be chilly, at least here in North Idaho. There's snow on the ground, but it's starting to warm up a little bit already. And I'm really hoping like we can start getting in some really early spring riding and moto camping. But that being said, this beanie is freaking awesome. So I got this probably 6 months or so ago. It's extremely warm. It's just a standard beanie, right? But super warm. I use it probably, almost every day. Anywhere from using it to go out to my goat pen and feed my goats or check on my chickens. If you guys don't know, we've got some properties, so we've got goats and chickens and rabbits and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes I get home late at night and I'll use this by a push of a button to go out and check on the animals. It's, again, super warm like most beanies, nothing really special there. It's not fleece lined or anything like that. I'll drop in a video clip right here and kind of show you what it looks like at night. But so far, man, like I said, I've used this for about 6 months and I absolutely love it. I use it almost every day. The nice thing about this light is that even on low, it casts a really nice beam, and you can see just fine out here. I'll show you high. It may not make a big difference on camera, but high, obviously, it's brighter, you can see further. But on low, you get so much more battery life, and there isn't a ton of difference. So I leave it on low most of the time. Not like a scientific demonstration, but gives you a pretty good idea. All right, it's cold. I'm going inside. So as far as the beanie itself goes, like I said, just kind of a standard beanie, nothing super special about it. But as far as charging goes, this little part here literally just pops out like that. And you can take this cap off and plug it into any USB and charge it. So I've got this USB battery bank here. And if you look at it, it's not like your typical USB. It's kind of like just the innards, so it keeps it really thin. But then you just plug it in. I don't know if you can see, yeah, there you go. It's red when it's charging, and then when it's fully charged, it'll turn green. So you could take this, you could throw it into the wash machine to wash it if you get it all nasty, and then it just pops right back in, and you're good to go again. On this beanie, you'll get 2 hours of runtime on high and about 4 hours of runtime on low. I've never ran out of battery with it. I charge it every few days or so. I just throw it into my nightstand has a USB charger on it, so I'll throw it into that. But so far, like I said, I use this when I go on walks in the evenings, or if I go feed animals and all that kind of stuff. So this was definitely something that's going to be thrown into my kit in the early spring or even the late fall for moto camping, because I carry a beanie anyway. So now I have a beanie with the headlamp. Super convenient. I've seen these on Amazon anywhere from like $6.99 up to about $20. So from what I've seen and doing the research that I've seen, there really is no difference as far as the light and everything like that. They all look almost identical. This has 4 LEDs in it. So if you see another one that's got 3 or 5 or 6 or whatever, just to know that the one with the 4 LEDs, again, they're probably all made in the same place. This is the one that I would go with as far as my recommendation goes. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so the next one is this headlamp. This one's made by Arcoselic. I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, like everything on Amazon, a lot of them are made by a lot of different, or rebranded with a bunch of different companies. But again, after using this one, really have nothing negative to say about it. It comes with this cool little carrying case. inside the case. It fits in there. It's got a little net here inside of it that holds your USB charging cable. And it just zips up, fits in there, palm of your hand, nice and small. What I like about it is it has this nice wide beam, and it's got, again, different levels of brightness. And then it has this spotlight. So if you need light in one specific spot, say you're working on a car, or you're looking for something in your bag, it gives us nice spot beam. But otherwise, you have this nice flood beam that gives a really wide band, and it's not super harsh. Another thing that's kind of cool about it is, I don't really use this function, but it has a motion sensor, right? So you can have it on this way, and when you need light, you just wave your hand by it and it comes on. Wave your hand again, it goes off. You've probably seen these all over, like Instagram. Shoot, I don't even know. I've seen them everywhere as far as the advertisements go for them. And when I first saw them, I thought they were a bunch of crap, but I actually got 2 of these as a gift. Probably, I guess, November, September, somewhere in that point. And again, kind of thought, probably just going to be cheap garbage off Amazon. And again, I use this all the time. When it's not cold out, this is my go-to headlamp. So again, since it is so small, this will be something that when the weather is a little bit warmer, I'm going to throw into my bag. When you look on Amazon, you'll see that you actually get 2 of these whenever you buy them. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 kind of deal, or 2-for-1 price, I should say. And I've seen them range anywhere from $16 to $25 US. So again, link down below for this. Nothing bad to say about it. You get about 12 hours of runtime. Again, to sum it up, spot beam, wide beam, 12 hours of runtime, USB-C charged. So it's awesome. So before I go on any further, if you like this type of content or any other content on my channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button as well as that bell icon. That way you know when new videos are released. Also, if you haven't yet, check out the Backcountry ADV Moto website. There you can pick up t-shirts, hats, Moto pouches, and bunches of other gear. And all of that goes directly back in to support the channel. Also, another really cool way to support the channel is check out the memberships right here down below. I just started those recently. We'll be doing some live streams, some members only live streams. There's lots of other perks. If you're curious about that, check out that link there, as well as the Patreon page. All of those help out this channel, help it grow, and keep bringing content like this to you. Now let's get into the last item. So I know you guys have seen this one before on the channel. It is the Giga Pump 3.0. There's actually a 4.0 and a 5.0 now. I've used the 2.0 and the 3.0. Not really much of a difference. It seems like the more .0s you get, the 3, the 4, the 5, and so on, it seems like the motor inside gets bigger, but as it is, this 3.0 is awesome. So what this is a inflator, vacuum, and a light all in one. So I use it on every single moto camping trip for blowing up my air mattress. It'll blow up my Coeur Deluxe, which is a 4-inch thick, 78 inches long by 30 inches wide. It'll blow up that entire thing in about a minute. It'll do a standard air mattress or even like a climate air mattress in about 25 to 30 seconds. So super fast. And as far as inflations go, I mean, you can probably get 5 inflations out of it before you need to charge it. It does have a USB charger, a USB-C right here on the top. And then again, it also has a built-in light with a hook here and a hook here for hanging inside your tent. So it's got 2 buttons here on the back. There is a light button and a pump button. And 3 levels of inflation, you can call it. I always just leave it on high, blows up my air mattress really fast. But the other button is a flashlight button. And high, medium, and low. And low doesn't really do it justice on the camera here, but it's pretty dang bright. And what's cool about it is when you put it into your tent, it lights up the entire tent. And it'll last 60 hours or 60 plus hours on low. So if you're using it for a standalone light, I can't think of a time that you would even need to recharge this during a typical moto camping trip. But I've used this on week-long trips. Oh, it also has a little SOS light on there as well. Kind of cool. I've used this on week-long trips and have never had to recharge it. And it seems like every single time that I use it, there's always my buddy with me that's like, hey, after like the 2nd or 3rd day, can I use that? And yeah, absolutely. So again, it gets 5-6 charges out of, or 5 or 6 inflations out of it with never even having to recharge it. I think it's also a battery pack. Let me check that real quick. No, it's not, which is fine. So I just remember on the bottom, it does say it has a 3600 milliamp hour battery. It is IP55, so it's water resistant, waterproof. Inflation pressure, it is 4.5 all the way down to 2 kPa. And it looks like on high, 260 liters per minute, and on low, 190 liters per minute. So it does put out a lot of air. So last thing I'd say about this that's also pretty cool is that there's all these different attachments in here. So no matter what mattress you have, you can hook it on to here and be able to either inflate it or also vacuum it out. So whenever you go and you pop your mattress, or you take the plug out of your mattress and you go to roll it up, and there's always seems like there's some air in there, and it's always, sometimes it can be kind of a pain to get it out. So what I do is, as soon as I'm ready to pack up, I'll hook this up to the valve on there, reverse it, and it sucks all the air out. I'll cap it, so then I don't have to worry about trying to squeeze all that air out when I roll up my air mattress. So it also works as a vacuum, so that's pretty sweet too. Okay, so those are the 3 items that you can use in your campsite that you can get off at Amazon that don't suck for under $30. Guys, if you have any questions, as always, hit me in the comments below. I love chatting with you guys. The links are down below for this gear here. The links will at least get you to the gear of these name brands, and if you find one that's cheaper, by all means, use that one. Affiliate links are great. I do make a small commission off those, but if you use somebody else's links or you go to a different item, that's fine too, because I want you to get the best deal possible. You don't specifically have to buy the one I suggest. As always, guys, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button as well as that bell icon. Hit that thumbs up button if you got some value out of this, and we'll see you in the next one.